Namaskar. This is Nagarajan from IITM Pravartak Vidyashakti team. Very good to see you all. Today's class on AI literacy using Bodhan.AI assistant bot will be very interesting. I can assure that. Hope my voice is clear to you all. If so, please raise your hands. Excellent, excellent, great. Now, let me do a recap of what we have seen in the last 2 weeks, especially last week. Week before last week, we have done this create lesson plan and worksheet. And then last week we did a create quiz where we can select the board. You could have seen from last week to now some extra menus appearing. This APS-CRT board is added, and then the medium of teaching, then the subject, then grade, which grade, then the topic, MCQ difficulty level, easy, medium or hard, whether you want how many questions, and what is the format of the quiz, MCQ or short answer or mixed. This is one part that we have seen last week. This is again, either you can do it through this or you can type in the prompt whatever you are giving as a prompt, because many times initially we feel like the menu way of clicking that and then is easy, but once we have a prompt and we copy pasting and then just changing it here and there, it will become very handy. Next thing that we have seen is create homework. Okay, create homework in terms of same way like choose the board, same the medium, subject, grade, etc. What is the topic? What is the objective? Okay. Then what is the estimated time they should work? Should they work for half an hour or 1 hour or 20 minutes, something like that? You can do the homework accordingly. It will create the questions. These two are the ones we have seen last week. Now, most importantly, last week we have also mentioned that nothing goes without teacher's review. As a teacher, AI may be fast. You could see this one, okay, and the last line, whether it is ChatGPT or Gemini or DeepSeek, you could see ChatGPT can make mistakes. Same way, Bodhan.AI can make mistakes because it is not just, it is the engine, it is not just the people, it is the LLM model or the artificial intelligence engine itself needs to learn a lot. So ensure that you verify. To some extent, wherever we have conducted training, so far we have not seen any big issues. Maybe 1 out of 500 people used to get one issue maybe in a day, but still we need to verify that. Today we will see revision and evaluation work. Suppose I want to create a revision sheet, same type, because before the class test, before the midterm test or formative assessments, we need to give some kind of a preparation, what kind of a revision they need to do. So say APSRT, English medium, I say grade is 9, and I say linear equation. Okay, linear equation. And so whether you want for a class test or a unit test or for a board exam, say I say for a class test, I need a revision sheet, and then say generate. It automatically, you could have noticed, it automatically forms that prompt. Okay. Now it is clear, it is creating that revision sheet, and let it paint, then I will show you. Okay. typically how the teacher revises in the class and what kind of revisions that we need to do just to cover all the topics and as a refreshment, right? Now, if you see here, it is talking about key concepts. The linear equation is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, where constants and variables, okay? And the solutions, it may have different types of solutions depending upon number of equations we get, okay? And graph of a linear equation means it represents a line, and every x and y become a point of that line, right? Now, what is the formula? Then some of the common exam question types that people will ask, okay? Then what is the solution verification, how to find the solutions, whether we can do graphs, and a few practice questions also it gives. So if you notice here, x minus 4 is equal to root 3y in the generic equation, a find ABC, right? Check whether the point 2, 1 is a solution to the equation 2x plus 3y is equal to 7. So immediately the student can apply 2 into 2 is 4, 3 into 1 is 3y is equal to 3, 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. So this 2 and 1 is really a solution to this 2x plus 3y is equal to 7. Same way, find two different solutions for the linear equation. Since they have given only one equation, I can fix one variable and then find the other variable. So it's not a problem. So you can find two solutions for that. Now they have given the values, you now format the linear equation. So like this, they have given some questions to do that. So this is a typical revision sheet, okay? You can do the same. Right now I have done it for a unit test. You can do it for a class test. You can do it for a board exam also. This is one part. The second part is very interesting. I could see a lot of people joining. Now, listen very carefully. Now, conducting an exam is very easy. Creating questions is now also very easy. I can go to assistant bot and create some questions. Give the questions 15 minutes, 20 minutes, let the students write. But the real problem is 40 students of my class writing on a paper. Suppose I give just 2 questions or 3 questions. I ask students, don't write blah, blah, blah. Give only clear, crisp answer. Only 1 page you need to write. Imagine the situation. This is called micro test. Micro test meaning a short test to be completed within 15-20 minutes. That's all. Because longer the test, students are afraid. So what we do, small portion, they can study for half an hour, write only for 15 minutes. It doesn't create any fear, and it is not going to be used for any grading or evaluation. It is only to ensure students grasped or understood what we have taught. It's a micro test. Imagine every week as a teacher, I need to conduct micro test and I need to evaluate. Let me show you a simple sheet. Okay, I have given a student some equation and to solve. One is a linear equation. Second question is a matrix addition. Just 2 questions. The student has written the steps. 4x plus 7 is equal to 23. To solve, 4x is equal to 23 minus 7. Correct. 4x is equal to 18. He has written. So 23 minus 7 is 16. He has written 18. X is equal to 18 by 4 is equal to 4.5. This is what a student has written. Now look at typical handwriting. In this X, if you look at this, there is a small line like this. In this X, it is like a Chandra, right? Like a crescent. In this X, this portion is there, whereas that portion is not there. This is also X. Same student has written the X in this way, in this way, and in this way. And you could see this 4 he has written like this. This 4 he has written like this. Okay. This bracket hits this 2. Whereas these brackets are not touching. Very clear. And slightly slanting. If you look at this sum, everywhere it is going slanting. And here also the student has written slanting. This is typical student's handwriting. Now watch the magic. I am coming back. I am coming back to Bodhan assistant bot. I am giving an instruction. Hi, I will give one answer paper handwritten by a student. So I am telling the engine, AI engine, I am giving one student answer paper. Can you evaluate that? I am asking. Okay. Now the engine gets yes, I am ready. Now I am clicking this attachment. I click this attachment. Under this, I have saved this image. I am uploading that image. I have uploaded that image. Evaluate the above answer sheet. Enter. Right? Now it is taking that. It is giving the answer to me. Right? Look at this. Problem 1. It knows it is a linear equation because the student has written. Observation. Student followed systematic process. Step by step he has written correct. Subtracting 7 from both sides. Good. Right? But the thing is, the student calculation is correct 462, but would have been a cleaner integer, but they have correctly handled 18 divided by to get 4.5, right? Steps are correct. It has written the steps. Now, for mathematics question also, for matrix addition also, it has written the steps are correct. Now, I am asking it, right? For the first question, extract the exact text by student and tell me if it is correct or not. Tell me any error made by student. See, right now I am giving some prompts. I could have given this whole prompt first itself so that I don't have to give the second prompt. Okay. Now, when I asked, typically this is what we are saying. The OCR or the LLMs, they try to answer politely. Now I asked very clearly, steps are correct. Tell me whether the answer itself is correct. Tell me if there is any error. I have combined both the prompts right in the first itself so that in one prompt itself it will solve. Just to do the demonstration. Students text. First step, second step, third step, fourth step, right? Now, evaluation. The AI engine says student's answer is incorrect because 23 minus 7 is 16, but the student wrote 18. It picked it up, correct? So mathematically, this guy 18 divided by 4 is equal to 4.5. That is mathematically correct, but that is not the solution for this problem. Because in the previous step, he made this mistake. 23 minus 7 is 16. It has brought that out. This is why in AI, if you have given the correct prompt, it will give the correct answer. If I simply say halfway through, check whether this is correct, AI will think you are asking about steps. You need to be pinpointed in terms of check the steps are correct, check the values are correct in each, show me the errors. If I put all these things in one prompt, because I'll just go up and then tell, okay, I simply said evaluate the above and evaluate the above answer sheet. I did not give very specifically find out the check the steps, check the values, check for any errors. I should tell that because these AI engines are good, fast, but they will simply obey your order as they understand. We need to be very, very, very specific. Now, for a minute, I will just stop my camera, come back to our screen. Okay. Sorry, I will stop my screen and come back to the camera. How do you like the feature? Automatic evaluation by giving a photo of the answer sheet. We have now some minimal capabilities of correcting it one page at a time. Do you like it? If you like it, can you type yes in the chat box Q&A, or if you can raise your hands? Do you like the feature? Automatic evaluation of answer sheets. Yes, I could see the hands coming up. That is very good. That is very good. Right? Very nice. See, another important thing. Whenever you are uploading any document like this, student would have written a name. Okay. And student would have written a roll number. Student would have written the class name, everything. For if you want to upload anything, make sure that personal information, right? You can use a dummy roll number, not the real number. Not to write actual APAR ID. Write a dummy class number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. 1 is Mohan, 2 is Raju, 3 is Rahim, something like that we can assign. Let us not write the real names. Let us not write the real roll numbers or APAR IDs in the paper and upload. Whether it is ChatGPT, whether it is Gemini, whether it is IIT Madras Bodhan's assistant bot, rule is same. You are not supposed to upload real data, real personally identifiable data in the system. That privacy part is very important for us. We need to maintain as a teacher. Imagine somebody takes my picture and then puts that into Facebook. That's not correct without my consent. Same way, any personally identifiable data should not be uploaded. So while you are uploading, now tell me, conducting a micro test is very easy. Put 4 or 5 answer papers, take photograph on your mobile, check, 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 upload, evaluate. It will give that answer. It will evaluate and then give it. 40 minutes. Suppose imagine you have to spend 1 minute to evaluate a paper, or say half a minute. 40 paper evaluation, minimum 20 to 40 minutes you have to spend. Instead, taking photographs will be like a 2 minutes job or 3 minutes job. Then uploading it and then doing it within a few minutes, complete evaluation of a micro test is over. Again, we are not creating this for evaluating for the entire exam. Just for 1 page test, micro test, let them write for 10 minutes to 15 minutes and then do it. There is a beautiful question that came from one of the teachers. I'll show you the screen now. Okay. I will show you the screen now because the other teacher has asked a question. Can it do for descriptive text also? Very, very nice question. Very nice question. Okay. Now, I will show you one science evaluation also. See here. This is another paper. This is science paper. This has text. Newton's third law is colon answer. Again, the student has done a spelling mistake. ASWER. Every action has an equal reaction. He missed equal and opposite reaction, right? Partially correct. Now calculate the focal length. U is equal to 5 centimeter, V is equal to 12 centimeter. Formula is this. F is equal to UV by U plus V. Look at this, multiple strikes on this V. He has calculated that and then showed 3.53 centimeters. This is what the student has written. Okay. Now let us do the same thing. Okay. I am going to do the same thing. I will upload one more science answer paper. Can you evaluate? I am asking. Okay. Now I am uploading this paper with text. It can be short answer, it can be fill in the blanks, it can be even a long answer. Now I uploaded. Now I will ask, evaluate the above answer sheet. Tell me if there is anything wrong, right? Now it is giving me now it is giving me observation of the law, correct? Now I have to make sure that it is fully done. Observation, second question again, whether the student has Newton's third law equal and opposite. What he has written is correct, but whether it is the exact law, right? Because for regular answer the following briefly, the text can be partially correct, whereas when it comes to theorems, formula, laws, all these things, the text must exactly match. I should have asked, do exact matching, something like that, so that you will get that answer. Now second thing, 1 by f is equal to 1 by u 1 by formula, each step is correct, right? This is another way of evaluating your one page descriptive answers also. Now one more magic I want to show. Suppose you are the class teacher or you are part of the class to analyze the marks. I have got the midterm exams of just 13 students. English, Tamil, Math, Science, Social, AI, total, percentage, grade, etc. Even I don't know how to give the grade. If I give the grading mechanism, it will automatically grade. I don't have to calculate percentage. Watch here, student's name. Whenever I am uploading any document into AI systems, we should not upload with the real student names or roll number or APAR IDs. It's very important. Now, this sheet I am uploading. Same way, I am giving instruction. I will upload mark details of multiple students. Can you analyze that? I am asking a question because it is not one student's mark, it is multiple students' mark. Okay, please upload CSV or this thing as an image, as a PDF. Now I am uploading this PDF file where I have put the Excel tabulation. Now I am saying let it upload. Analyze this file details and report. I'm just writing. Correct. It is reading that file, understands what people have done, and it is telling you what it has understood. If you look at clearly, highest score S10, lowest score S8. Okay. Majority of the students are in the B1 and B2 range. Okay. Strength for the class in AI paper and Tamil paper, most students scoring in 80s and 90s. So in these two subjects, let us watch AI. Lot of students scored 80s, 90s. Tamil also people have scored 80s. A few scored less, but comparative to other, this has scored. Now, focus area, maths and science. A few students, S2, S6 and S8 are scoring below 40 in maths and science. Both the subjects they scored below. They might need some extra support. Quick observations, right? Consistent performance S1 and S10. Noticeable gap, right? Now, suppose I have to write a letter, okay? If I have to write a letter in Telugu to the parents of this S2, S6 and S8, what can I say? I can simply say, write a letter to the parents of S2, S6 and S8 in Telugu about their test performance, because I want to tell something in the progress report or send a letter to them. I simply say that it is giving me, right? It is giving me for S2 what should I write, for S6 what should I write, for S8 what should I write. It is giving me the Telugu letter. I don't know how to read and write Telugu, but it is giving me, probably you can tell. For example, because it's a chain of events continuously one after the other. You create a quiz or a test. Before that, you do the revision. Then you conduct the test, micro assessment. Then people write on the paper. You take the photograph on the paper. You take an image. Again, I have given only one set of marks. Last 3 tests, if I have in Excel sheet. Now tell me, in the last 3 tests, who all improved, who all degraded. So if the marks are consistently going up, very good. If the mark is continuously coming down, there is a problem. Manually, me doing will take at least 15-20 minutes. Whereas I can feed the data here, let it do. It can also write a letter. Tomorrow, who knows? Government may integrate with the mobile number in terms of sending SMS or WhatsApp messages, or your school application itself will be extended to parents. Who knows? In the coming years, anything can happen in technology. Then we don't have to take all the pain of writing letters, but remember, it can give any content. Reviewing the content is our first responsibility. Before we read word by word in this letter or any report, we cannot send it to others. We cannot submit. That rule is very important. Okay. Now, write the letter to all parents, inviting them for Independence Day function at the school starting at 9 a.m. Right? So someone has to write a letter, post it, print it, and then give it to them. Now we can do that letter writing. This is given, right? This is an administrative task. Now it has clearly given even details. Venue, school assembly ground. It may be wrong. It may be the school main hall. So you may have to correct it. So all these things, it will become very handy when we start using these tools. Okay. So now let me stop sharing my screen. Okay. And just to recapture this, I hope today's class, just to recap what we have seen, we have started with the revision sheet. Then how to mention whether it's a unit test or class test or exam, you can mention. It will give the key points, a few practice questions. Then we had an answer sheet, image, handwritten answer sheet. One with fully numbers, only fully with maths, another with text also. I can do English, I can do Telugu, I can do dictations in English, I can do theory test in science, right? Write down Boyle's law, write down Faraday's law, write down law of conservation of momentum. So these are all laws. I want whether people have grasped the exact text as per the textbook. Because if there is a question in that, if they write the law, step mark, half mark will be given. So writing text and then writing numbers, linear equation is one line, whereas matrix is a block. It will span across 2-3 lines. It will detect that also. Then analyzing, as a school teacher, analyzing my students' marks in the last 3 tests across the class, what is the pattern? Then if there are poorly performing students, how can we write a letter to their parents? If there's an event in the school, can I write letters? So essentially, Bodhan.AI, just to recap all the 3 days of sessions, Bodhan.AI, we do as a teacher, we do before the class, we work in the class, we work after the class. Class planning before the class, we do that. Again, for planning, for anything to do with AI, teacher is boss, AI is das. Natural intelligence first, artificial intelligence next. AI will be fast, but may be wrong at sometimes. So we should always review all the topics that AI gives. So we do class plan. During the class, we want to evaluate the students. So we use practice worksheets. It can be match the following or fill in the blanks. At the end of the class, last 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I want to conduct a simple MCQ test. I can generate. After the school is over, people should work at home, maybe for 15 minutes. You can create homework. Just before the class test or any other assessments, you can do a revision. Then handwritten sheets, you can scan, you can take a photograph, upload it, and then ask the prompt to evaluate. Always remember, a weak prompt will give a near good answer. It's not perfect answer. A strong prompt will always get a better answer and accurate answer. So you should always try to give strong prompts: grade, board, subject, topic, what do you want, which format you want, what are the exact instructions. And I can localize, give specific examples for Vijayawada region or Vizag region. I can do that. Correct. So exact reasons also we can ask. I can give the marks of the entire class or entire school, ask AI engine to analyze. Correct. We can also do letter writing, very specific letter writing in English or in Telugu, whatever, or Hindi. You can do that. Most importantly, I create a question paper, I can do it, upload, and then check whether it is NCF compliance. My class plan, as per national curriculum framework, is it compliant? You can do that. When you feel students also use AI engines and then they copy that answer from the book, always ensure as a teacher, only as a teacher, you know what is their facial reaction, what is their body language, what is their confidence level when they're answering, right? Their family background. All these emotions, empathy, only a teacher knows. You can ask them to explain. When they are able to explain step by step, that means they have grasped it. They can also use, students also can use AI, no harm, nobody can stop that. But as long as they understand and then use, not blindly, then it is good. Most importantly, very good thing that we need to do is, right? Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show a poll for a minute, and then we will wind up the class for today. I hope you all enjoyed the way Bodhan.AI tool has given. September 5th on Teachers Day, there is a big launch of this. Okay. You can, from that day, actual signups will be, instructions will come from the department, and IATM also to the department. All the people can do the signups during that time. Okay. Right now it is only a playground. The staging URL that we have given, it is only a playground. Now, what I would suggest is you stay tuned. It is another 20 days. Please wait. It's a big launch. Post September 5th, you will all get access to this product. Till then, enjoy. But remember the rules. Teacher is the boss. Teacher always in control. AI is there only to serve. You should always review the AI content. We cannot 100% trust. We have to review. Only a teacher knows very specific things about the students. So tool has no life, but the children learn emotions, empathy, simplicity, humility, everything, character from the teacher. So there we are. With that, I will stop the class here today. Then we will, next week, there are different topics that we will be able to see. Till then, thanks a lot for attending this 3-day session over 3 weeks. Jai Hind.